I sent you Deanne's birthday present today. Could you please make sure she receives it?
There isn't one for me. You still are a cheapskate, Chris.
Why do I have to send my ex-wife a present? The reason for our divorce was your infidelity.
Is that so? Did you forget that you had hit me?
How long are you going to continue lying? I have never in my life hit another human being.
Even if you say that, the fact remains I got hurt. Anyhow, what did you buy, Deanne?
A smartphone? Don't worry, I've already set the parental control functions.
A smartphone? Deanne's still in elementary school. She doesn't need such an extravagant present. If you have the money to buy her a smartphone, can't you send us more money for child support?
Are you kidding? I'm paying you enough child support as it is. This phone will allow me to communicate with my daughter. You know, it's been over a year since you've allowed me to see her. At least let me text her.
And you'll pay for the phone bill?
Of course. I won't cause you any financial burden, Leanne.
In that case, I guess it's okay. Just be careful of what you text her. Don't say you want to live with her or say anything to make her sad.
I know, I'm her dad.
And I have custody. If you cause any problems, I will make sure you can never contact her again. Remember, Deanne, in your chats, it can come go, depending on my mood.
I know.
As long as we understand each other, I never want to see your face again. So you should appreciate the fact that I'm even answering your texts. Remember, don't annoy me.
A few days later.
Daddy, can you see my message?
Deanne? Yeah, I can see your message.
I'm glad. Daddy, thank you for the birthday present. I'm so happy to have my own phone.
I'm glad you're happy, sweetheart. Mom said it was too soon for a smartphone, but don't a lot of elementary school kids have them?
Yes. With all the extracurricular activities that everyone is involved in, a lot of my friends have a smartphone. That's why I'm glad I have one too. Thanks again, Daddy.
I'm happy I can contact you like this, Deanne. Sorry, it's been so long since I visited you.
It's okay. I know you're busy at work. That's what Mom said.
Yeah, work. Anyhow, Deanne, how have you been? Are you having fun at school?
Yes, I love school. All my friends are so kind. I really like them.
That's great to hear. But wait a second, isn't today school day? Why are you contacting me in the middle of the afternoon? What about school?
I didn't go to school today.
Didn't go to school. Are you sick? If so, you should go to bed and rest.
No, I'm not sick. Mom said I don't have to go to school.
Mom said. I don't understand.
She said it costs money to go to school. So now that I'm a fifth grader, I don't go to school that often.
It costs money?
For the field trips, we need to pay for our own lunch and other expenses. For home ec, we need to bring our own sewing kit. And when we cook, we need to provide the ingredients ourselves. Mom said we don't have money to pay for a sewing kit or the ingredients we need for class. She told me to not go to school on the days that cost money.
I didn't know you and Mom were struggling. I send Mom. Mom is still working, right? I know it's only part-time, but...
Really? I can't say.
What? Isn't she at work now?
Mom hasn't been home these past few days.
What? Are you telling me you've often left home alone, Deanne?
Yes. Daddy, this isn't normal, right? When I told my friend, she told me it wasn't normal for a mother to stay away for a few nights. Mom doesn't leave me any food. When she comes home, she sometimes hands me $10. My clothes are so worn and a little bit torn. Daddy, it's embarrassing. I've become taller, so my clothes and shoes have become small, but Mom won't buy me new stuff.
Is this true, sweetheart?
I want to live with you, Daddy. But whenever I mention you, Daddy, she gets upset. I know she wouldn't be happy if she knew I was telling you this.
Deanne, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry to hear how you've been struggling. Daddy, please come and rescue me. I promise I'll be good. I won't cause you any problems. I will study really hard, too. Baby, I'm sorry, but no.
Why?
I can't come and rescue you right now. I made a promise to stay away from you and Mom. If I break this promise, I may never be allowed to see you again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Deanne, you've done anything wrong. Don't say I'm sorry. The bad guy here is Daddy. I'm so sorry I can't come and help you. You can't imagine how sorry I am, sweetheart. But I can help you, and I promise you one day we will live together.
Really?
Yes, I promise. But in order to do so, Deanne, I need your help.
Tell me what I need to do. I'll do anything to live with you, Daddy.
I promise you I will do everything in my power for us to live together again. Now, listen to me carefully and follow my instructions. I need you to tell all the awful things has done to you to another adult. Can you do this? Will you be okay?
I'll do it. I don't know if I can explain it well, but I will try.
Deanne, sorry to put you through all of this. And once this is resolved, Daddy will come to pick you up.
I'll be waiting. Daddy, I can't wait until you come to get me.
The next day. Leanne, what's going on? You said you would take care of Deanne properly?
What do you want so early in the morning? You're so annoying.
Morning. It's past noon.
Well, I just woke up. And what's this about Deanne?
Why isn't she going to school? I'm sending you child support that you can take care of Deanne properly. How dare you deceive me?
What? Seriously? Did Deanne tell you this? I told her not to talk about what we do at home.
You really are the worst.
I'm in the worst mood right now. I knew the smartphone was a bad idea.
On top of which, you didn't come home last night, did you?
Are you crazy? I'm home right now.
Then where is Deanne now?
She's at school.
She's not at school. She's at child services.
Child services?
I knew you weren't home.
You didn't come and take Deanne away, did you? I'm going to call the police and report you. Remember, we have a restraining order against you?
I didn't take her away. Deanne went on her own. I did ask my parents to drive her there as child services is a bit far from the house.
What? What gave you the right to do that?
I didn't break the rules of the retraining order. Deanne asked me for help, so I helped her. She wants to get away from you. There's no rule that says I can't talk to her on the phone.
Even if she's at child services, it doesn't change the fact that you hit me. There's a slim chance you can live with Deanne.
You tripped and fell down the stairs on your own, and you know it. I don't know why you lied to everyone that I hit you.
Even if it's a lie, the police believed me. Why don't you just leave us alone? A poor man like you needn't worry about these things. Just worry about how to scrape together enough money to pay child support.
I'm not sending you child support anymore. I can't believe you used the money on yourself and not Deanne.
What I do with the money you send me is none of your business.
Is my business. I sent you the money for Deanne. And I may not be able to live with you, but if Deanne says she wants to live with me, there's a chance we can.
What? I don't know what nonsense you are talking about. I have custody.
It can be reversed.
Reserved? Reserve?
What you did as Deanne's parent, her guardian, can be considered a crime.
I just kept her out of school for a short while. How is that a crime?
To keep Deanne out of school for your own selfish reasons is a serious issue. Also, you ignored her basic human needs. You allowed her to shower only once a week. You haven't bought her clothes for the last 2 years. Deanne told me her shoes were too small. She made them into slip-ons. You didn't provide her with meals. You just handed her $10 and told her to manage for the week.
But I came home every few days. I even made her a sandwich once. It's not like her life was in danger. Are you being overdramatic saying it's a crime?
It is not up to us to decide whether it's a crime or not. I'm sure Child Services has contacted you. Call them back. I'm sure they want to hold a meeting with you.
Wait a minute. Why do they want to meet me?
You'll find out at the meeting.
They won't arrest me or anything, right? I'll be okay, right?
I can't say one way or the other. They want to meet with me too.
My boyfriend and I were in a really good place right now. He finally agreed to meet Deanne. He's really rich, so if we live with him, I'm sure we'll be happy.
So what?
You stole Deanne and my happiness. Do something. My boyfriend wants to meet her next week. Go get Deanne back from child services right now.
You're the one who took away Deanne and my happiness with your illicit affair. What gives you the right to say anything to us?
It's not my fault you earned less than my love's. Remember when I said I wanted a Gussie bag? You said it was better to save the money for Deanne's future? You never gave me any money.
Whatever money I gave you, you would spend it on yourself. You'd buy luxurious designer bags and then quickly get bored of them. You secretly got a credit card and maxed it out.
That was because you're stingy.
Anyhow, I'm going to make plans to live with Deanne. So be prepared.
I'm never going to let you take Deanne. I'll send you back to hell again.
3 months later.
Chris, there's something I want to discuss with you. Is now a good time?
What is it? As I said before, I'm not telling you where Deanne is. The courts granted me custody and you have no visitation rights.
It's not that. I want to apologize to Deanne, face to face. When we were going through all the stuff with child services and family court, I realized how much I had hurt her. At the time, I really didn't think what I did was such a big deal.
Maybe when Deanne is older, we can arrange something so you can tell her. But now, she's finally settled down in her new life. And you know she still holds a lot of resentment towards you. If Deanne says she wants to see you, I will mention it to her.
I can't wait that long.
Don't be a child. If you're really sorry, think about Deanne. You know she has been really hurt by our divorce, her life with you.
I wonder, why don't we all live together again? I've been thinking about it a lot recently.
Not going to happen. It's not just your infidelity. I cannot forgive you for what you did to Deanne.
I promise I'll be a good mom. I won't do anything to make you or Deanne sad.
Do you honestly think I can ever trust you again?
Don't be so cruel. I heard you started your own company and live in Manhattan now. It's only been 2 years since our divorce and you've done so much. I remember why I fell in love with you, why I'm still in love with you.
I see what this is really about.
What's wrong, babe?
I wondered why you suddenly became quiet and cooperative during the trial. In the beginning, you were so determined not to let me have custody of Deanne. You must have heard how great my company is doing from your lawyer. That's why you changed your mind about the custody.
That's not it.
What about your wealthy boyfriend? The one you're going to be happy with? Are you going to throw it all away?
I broke up with him because I want to get another shot. So maybe I can come with you to Manhattan?
I know you're lying. He dumped you, right? I'm sure he doesn't want to marry someone who would abandon their child to go out and have fun.
Hold on. Why do you know this?
I told you I would do anything to live with Deanne again. I had you investigated, plus I wanted to know how often you left Deanne to see him. So I met your boyfriend and we had a little talk.
So, it's your fault? Unbelievable. Just how low and disgusting are you, really?
You're the disgusting one. And when I got custody of Deanne, you lied to him and started crying how sad you were. I can't believe you would stoop so low as to use your own child manipulate your boyfriend's feelings.
Don't think you'll get away with this. I'll sue you for ruining my life. My lawyer will make you pay a truckload of money.
Fine, I will. But then I'll countersue for messing up Deanne's life, the hurt you caused her. If you give us money for the hurt you caused, I guess I can do the same.
You're mean. You know I don't have money to pay a settlement.
I'm sure you don't. Didn't your parents say you aren't welcome at their home anymore? Your mother called me to apologize for your behavior. They told me to please protect Deanne. They told me they would do anything I wanted to help their granddaughter. I can't imagine how someone like you is related to people as kind and warm like them.
If you really rescued your daughter, Deanne, then you are obligated to help your ex-wife, me. Without Deanne here, I don't even get child support payments. How am I supposed to live?
Get a job. You're young and healthy. Stop acting like everyone owes you something.
You know I got married shortly after I graduated. I've never had a job. It'll be too hard.
Getting married soon after university was your choice. If you don't want to get a job, find another guy you can leech off of. But don't ever cause any problems for me and Deanne.
Chris, you used to be so sweet. Remember how we were when we got married? We were so in love. I'm really sorry for what I've done. Can't you forgive me for old time's sake?
If you're really sorry, you can change your life. And if you continue to text me these ridiculous messages, I have no choice but to block you.
Block me. I can't believe it. I allowed you to contact me, though I had a restraining order against you.
You contacted me, and it was usually to ask me to increase the amount of child support. Plus, texting and telephone contact were not forbidden.
What does that mean?
It means our situations are not at all the same. You know you aren't allowed to see Deanne because of neglect you inflicted onto her. Because you aren't paying me child support, I have no reason to contact you. I can communicate with you through our lawyers.
Wait. I want to know what Deanne is up to, how tall she's grown, if you don't contact me.
How surprising. You have motherly concerns, though it is hard to believe.
I do. I love her. So, Chris, can't you let me back into your heart? Can't you please just think about it? Even just a little?
There's no way that's going to happen. Not a chance. And can you stop talking about it? It really irks me. And you know, depending on my mood, we don't need these chats. Just leave it to lawyers.
You're cruel. You know, I have the best interest at heart for you and Deanne.
Is that so? You know, you once told me you never wanted to see my face ever again. And if you were really thinking about us, you wouldn't be contacting us. I would be too embarrassed and sad to ever bother you again.
I want to spend the rest of my life with you, making up for all the things I've done.
You and I, we are nothing to each other. If you want to repent for your sins, do it alone. You spent the child support on yourself, had affairs, and made your daughter suffer. You cannot imagine the depths of my hatred towards you. I never want to see your face again. A few days later.
Daddy, when are you coming home? I thought you're finishing work early today.
I've just left the subway station, but I may pick up some ice cream on my way home. I know how much you love ice cream, sweetheart.
We have ice cream at home. I made dinner, and it'll get cold, so hurry home.
You made dinner? I'm so happy.
I don't know how it'll taste, but I learned this cool recipe in home ec the other day.
I'm sure it'll taste great.
You haven't even tasted it yet. I want your honest opinion.
Just the fact that you cooked for me, Daddy's so happy.
You're strange, Daddy. You know, if dinner tonight is a success, maybe I can make dinner every night?
That's a lot of work, dear. I'll cook as well.
But I want to cook for you, Daddy. I know you're busy at work, but because of me, you come home early every night. And after dinner, I see you working in your room. I want to help, Daddy.
Baby, I don't know what to say.
Let me help. After all, you helped me. The lady at Child Services, I didn't really understand, but she thought you were just as bad as Mom. She wouldn't tell me why, but you're my hero. You helped me run away from Mom.
No, the real hero is you, Deanne. You were the one who told me how you felt, that you wanted to live with me. The people at Child Services believed what you said more than what I told them.
But if you didn't help me, I wouldn't have been able to go to school like this. Thank you, Daddy. I'm so happy we are living together, Daddy.
After that, even though she had a restraining order against her, Leanne would not give up on us living together. Someone found out our address and came to our apartment in Manhattan. But the doorman wouldn't let her in no matter how hard she cried. She made a spectacle of herself, so the doorman had no choice but to call the police. As it was her first time, she got off with a warning, but her parents were furious. Though they had cut off all ties to her, they agreed to take her in so they could keep an eye on her. But after they found out she owed a large amount of money to some loan sharks, they made arrangements to send her to South America to work as a nanny. They enrolled her in a many training program that has a minimum requirement of 5 years. As it will be really difficult to leave or run away from the program, I think we'll be free of her for some time. Deanne had to change schools when she moved in with me. but she's made new friends and loves her new school. As a single dad running his own company, I admit it is hard for me to balance work and home. And I'm sure Deanne is, at times, lonely as well. But I will do my best to spend as much time with her and love her as much as any child with two parents will ever receive. My ultimate goal is for Deanne to be happy she's my child and living in a house filled with happiness and love. Thanks for subscribing.